Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the sixth tutorial on AEM Designer. Today we're going to be going over very basic actions and scripting using the action builder with an AEM Designer. In my opinion, uh, the best way to add basic script functionality to your form. So let's get started. There's a couple of things I want to show off today regarding basic scripting. So what is the action builder? So the action builder is perfectly designed for those of you who do not have expert level knowledge in JavaScript, but you still want to add some of that advanced dynamic functionality to your forms. So there's a couple of different examples, very basic, very simple examples I'm going to show you here real quick regarding the action builder. So the first one I have set up like this. So we have a couple of text boxes over here, or a couple of text fields, as well as a text object. So we have a quantity, we have a price, and then we have a total. So what do we want to do here? What do we want to accomplish? We want it so that whenever we enter a quantity of something in this first text field, the total, which will be 5 times that number, will appear in here. So just simple multiplication of text field values. So how do we do this? What we would do is we would select our object. So one thing to keep in mind when you're using the action builder is you want to know when you want something to happen. So in this case, when our user types in the value into the field and then exits the text field, that's when we want something to happen. And there are all sorts of events within AEM Designer that determine when a script will run. So these are called events. So in this case, we're going to have, let's see it right here. So we're going to go into quantity. We're going to right click. We're going to do actions, add action. And so this is the action builder view. So again, let's backtrack. What do we want to accomplish here? So when the text field it's no longer empty. So when somebody has entered some data into this text field, so it's not empty. So when it's not empty, then from here, what do we want to happen? We want the value of the text field to be multiplied by 5, and then have that be put into this text field down here for the total. So we would go to our result, and for the action builder, you have all sorts of various different results you can tinker with and customize. But in this case, we want to set the value of a field. So we're going to set the value of our object, and then that's just the second text field. So we want to set it to be, in this case, the value of a field. So no, we're not done here. So we've set our result, so we're going to set the value of our second text field to be the value of our first text field. But with a couple keystrokes up here in the JavaScript editor, we can fix this to make it what we want it to be. So we're going to click OK. I'm just going to expand this out. So if it's empty, then we're going to set the second text field's value to be the first text field's value. But what we want to do is we just want to multiply by 5. And then from there, the value of the second text field will be the first text field times 5. So we're going to go to preview PDF. Going to go over here into preview. And then if we say 5, then 5 times 5 is 25. That'll appear in this total text field. So that's how that works. Now, that's just a very basic example of something you can do with a text field. Now, what about a button? So similarly, you can go into actions, edit action. Now I've already added this action in, so whenever you click the button, we're going to set the visibility of a text field to be hidden. So text field 1 is our quantity text field. So we're going to click OK. And I've already pre-baked this in. But basically, once we click this button, it's going to hide our quantity text field. So let's see that in action. Boom. So yeah, that's the very simple example of something you can do within AEM Designer to add some exotic functionality to your form. Thanks so much for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next time when we're going to leverage this knowledge about adding actions to buttons when we're going to be making some dynamic tables. Till then, take care.